Hi everyone, it's Thursday, already out at 8:15. Already got my first order, 650, going 3 miles, so that's good. Remembered to do my mileage. I forgot yesterday. So hoping to have a good day. Come along, let's see what the day brings. So last night, right before I started watching my show, I saw this, I might have been on YouTube, I don't remember, but where this delivery person, it looked like they were delivering like a dozen donuts. They drop it off at the porch, take a picture of it, and then after they take the picture, they take the donuts and leave. First of all, they're caught on the ring door camera, that they stole the food. But why would you do that? I can't imagine why you would want to steal food. Most of the food we deliver anyway is really not worth much. And if you're wanting to do delivery, do you not realize how many ring doorbells there are that's going to catch you, or it'll track back to you eventually? It just baffles my mind why anybody would steal the food they're delivering. I don't get it. And most of the time it's customized. You don't want it anyway, right? I don't know. Already got my second order. It's $11 for a tape measure at Home Depot for 8.3 miles. So it'll be quick. And it's in a different area than I normally like to dash, but I was thinking, as bad as the last 2 days have been, maybe it'll be good to go to a different area. I don't know, but I thought I'd give it a shot. Anything. I'm trying to mix it up today. I can only work until 4, maybe 4:30, because my grandson said I have to be at his wrestling match tonight. So trying to make whatever money I make because I have to be at this wrestling match tonight. Well, I had a little trouble in there. The wording was exactly the same, except it had "and" instead of the one thing, ampersand. So that was a little bit of trouble. Then I forgot you have to have a gift receipt printed for the Home Depot orders. So that took me a minute longer. So always remember you're going to end up needing a gift receipt. And if you scroll down, it tells you how to check out. And so other than that, I would have been messed up because you have to X out. And right, I just wrote 000 for the purchase order and it let me through. Well, I got another order. It was $4 for Dunkin' Donuts. I debated it, but it's only 1 mile and I'm right here. So I went ahead and took it. On Tuesday, a customer rating of 4 popped up on my customer rating. And, okay, whatever. There's nothing I could do about it. And then yesterday it disappeared. It's not in the excluded or anything. It just literally vanished. And I'm back to 4.98. I don't know where this rating of 4 went. And usually if you see something like that, it'll show up in excluded. So I'm confused, but glad it's gone. All right, I got a Wendy's order for $6 going 2 miles. All right, here's the new screen. Then when I hit directions and you go up, it doesn't give you any of the steps. Like, is it leave at door or hand to me? So I'm not liking that. Well, 16 orders yesterday and I've done 4 orders today. So I've looked at my completion rate. It's still only 93%. But my return to dash button came back. So that is good. I don't know why it disappeared for those couple of days, but I'm glad to have it back and I don't have to force stop it. All right, I was headed back towards Clarksville because I'm in New Albany. And I got this $12 order for 5.9 miles from Taco Bell. So that works. Taco Bell always seems to be a good one to get. So not always, but works for me. So $12. Here I go. Well, I haven't had an order for like an hour. It has been terrible. So I've made $40 the first 2 hours on my $20 an hour. Then the third hour, $0. So I went and took this $13 order for 13.9 miles at Wild Eggs. And I was talking to the guy there that gave me the food, and he said everybody's came in and said how horrible it is. Here I'm thinking it's personal, but I think it's just the area is so saturated right now. Well, because the way they're doing it now, the customer had texted me and I had no idea because when you pull it up, it used to show if there was a text message or something, and now it only shows the address and avoid tows. So she never, she had texted me. I had no notification or anything to realize that that she was trying to communicate with me until after I sent it. So another downfall for the way that they've updated this. So today has gone really bad. The Thursdays have been doing well. So I was looking forward to today. But more I was thinking about it, it's like, why would they want these areas to be so saturated? And, I was thinking, well, like I took that $13 order a minute ago. That was a really, really bad idea, but I was just so frustrated because I hadn't had a decent order for an hour. So I just took it. And I guess the more you have it saturated, the less you have to offer, because we get desperate. Okay, I need to order. So you'll take the lower order, and then DoorDash ends up making more money. So it's to their benefit to have it saturated, because somebody's going to take these small orders. So I'm sitting at the Kroger parking lot waiting for orders. They had sent me a $9.50 for 34 items at Myers, and I wasn't going to do that. So today's devotion was talking about the communion, and the wine is representative of Jesus's blood, and the bread is representative of Jesus's flesh. But the last paragraph I thought was good. The Lord's Supper is a good time to stop and recall what Jesus has given us. Let's partake solemnly and gratefully. So when you stop and think about what God has given you, I was just reflecting on my drive in to the zone. I always loved to travel, and I thought I would never get to really travel. And here I've traveled internationally. I have a passport with stamps in it. I've had to get visas to go to Russia. So went to London, went to Hungary, and I got to take my dream vacation to do Route 66. And I never thought I'd be in a plane. I would never do that. And then when I started my career, had to travel all over the country and been in many planes, been to many, many airports, been delayed and layovers and missed planes. So, I think that represents my life, oh, that's impossible. And then it happened, So God has given me so many opportunities in life that I never thought was possible, or never thought was on the radar, and so as you reflect and all the blessings and everything that comes your way, I don't know, I just think it is a good time to stop, reflect, and count your blessings. And I have so many blessings. There's things that, of course, could be better, or you still work on. I always have things to work on, let me tell you. So, but I just want to count my blessings, and that's how you smile. That's how you move forward, is by counting those and always reflecting. I think reflection helps me know, all right, where do I go next? What's my next thing? So I liked this devotion because it made me stop and think. And it also made me think of my grandparents, my two grandmas. My one grandma always went to Hawaii, and she would get on a plane. I'm like, oh, I'd never go because I could never get on a plane. Well, now I took a flight to Russia. That's like how many hours? I don't know. When I went to Hungary, it was New Year's Eve, and there was different issues. It was like 24 hours by the time I did everything. So finally getting an order. So I just find it interesting. And then my other grandma, she would go to the Bahamas, she'd go to Vegas, she went everywhere. So they were definitely my inspiration on travel. So it was nice to think of this devotion and be able to reflect on them and their interest and how some of that's my interest. So sometimes those devotions bring all these weird feelings to you. So I couldn't live without them. All right, so I'm going to get sushi from Kroger for $6.50 for 2 miles. All right, it is two things of sushi, but it's spam sushi. So he had never done it before. He had to call somebody to figure it out. I guess whoever else works there wasn't in today. It was gross. How could you eat spam sushi? Ugh. And while I was sitting there, another dasher came in to pick up an order at the sushi bar. And, I'm trying to talk to her, whatever. And she definitely acted like she was too good to DoorDash. And it's like we're all DoorDash, we're both DoorDashing. One's not better than the other. So kind of hit me the wrong way, I guess. It's like, all right, if I didn't, if you don't want to do it, don't do it kind of thing, right? I don't know. In this area, we have a lot of new housing development all over the place. And I feel like they're a cross between the Truman Show and Poltergeist. I mean, so many of them look exactly alike. And it's weird, like the one you just saw that I'm in now, these houses are pretty, one street is exactly the same, the next street's exactly the same. But then you go to a different part of town where they're building new houses, and it's like a duplicate of this neighborhood. Every little subdivision or housing complex they're making, they all look the same, all throughout the town or towns in the area. I don't know, poltergeisty, especially because it's like if you knew what that land was used before, would you really move in? Would the locals really buy a house on that land? That's why I say poltergeist. Truman Show's obvious because they're all identical. Kind of spooky. Why I made $19.50 for um lunch. All right, I just took this Uber order for this pizza place I've never been to for $11. Let's see what happens. The normal Uber thing, somebody's already picked up the order a long time ago. I'm the upteenth person that's came to get this order. I hit that somebody's already picked up the order, and in the meantime, I didn't pause DoorDash, and they just kept sending me $2 orders. Crazy stuff. So bad this week. It's so discouraging. But tomorrow's always a new day. Oh, maybe I'll take this one, $5.50 for 2 miles. I think once they start sending you such bad orders and you hit decline and decline, just like forget it. I'm not taking an order unless it's halfway decent. It almost makes it worse. I don't know. It like that $13 order I went ahead and took, which was bad, but it was $13. But then they send you all these like $2 and $3 orders, and it's like, forget it, I give up for the day. And that's kind of where I'm at now. So, tomorrow and Saturday I can work in the evening. I could do supper. And Fridays are usually really good. So there's so many dashers out, which I know this happens. They'll have a big surge of dashers, and then boom, they all quit and everything gets back to normal. But here lately, so many of them just hang out. It's like, uh, so I'll see what happens. I was getting ready to turn everything off, and then I got this $9.90 for 2 miles on Uber for Taco Bell. I didn't take a screenshot or anything because I figured I'll believe it when I see it, but it was ready. Problem is, the road that it's on might be closed and it might be complicated. So, hoping I could get through and it's not an issue. DoorDash's estimated time is 6 to 16 minutes. I have never ever seen it like that in the zone before. So that's a really bad sign. All right. I've worked 5.5 hours. It's 1:40. I gave up. I don't have patience for all of this today. That's really bad. Usually my cutoff is 15 an hour. And this week has been just the worst week ever. I mean, usually you have a bad day here, a bad day there. 3 straight bad days is definitely discouraging. And, I know tomorrow's a new day, been through this. There are a lot of new dashers out. They don't last long. It'll all work itself out at the end, but I sure don't want to sit here and waste my time or gas or whatever. So I'm moving on. So I'm waiting for that one tip from Uber a minute ago. So I made about $75, went about 87 miles. So I have to remember to take a picture of that. My completion rate didn't change. My acceptance rate's 39%. So, oh well, bad week. There's some good ones and bad ones. I don't know how people, are people that are platinum making good money right now? Or silver? Are they just giving all the good orders to all the new people? I don't know what's going on. There's definitely some good orders out there. I see people taking them, whatever. So just isn't in the cards for me today. But you never know what tomorrow will bring. So till next time, be happy. God bless you.